A while ago, I gave Anomaly a contract for the #1 StatTrak Fire Serpent. He amazingly hit the Bravo collection. Oh no! But unfortunately, wrong item from it, creating the #1 StatTrak Desert Eagle Golden Koi. I told him he could keep this skin as a souvenir from the video. However, recently he did a trade up for the #1 Fire Serpent AK-47 for 5%. What? It had to be done on Flary's account. He shares the same 1-year trade ban that I have.
How long is it gonna stay #1?
Hopefully, not long at all. My audience seemed to want some kind of float beef between Anomaly and myself because the most upvoted comment on my recent video is this. Sparkles, please try and beat Anomaly's new #1 float AK-47 Fire Serpent before he can get it to his inventory next year. I think it would be a good video and would be funny if you got it and got a reaction from him too. Who am I to say no to what my audience wants to see? Today we'll be trying to beat Anomaly's freshly crafted #1 AK-47 Fire Serpent before it even gets a chance to hit his inventory. Sorry Anomaly, this is nothing personal. I just think that people want to see some kind of float banter, and I must admit it is quite a funny idea. This is how the video is going to go. Firstly, we're going to start with some 5% at regular AK-47 factory new Fire Serpent. The current price for an AK-47 Fire Serpent is $2,000. Then we're going to move on to some 5% for a StatTrak factory new Fire Serpent. And then finally, we have 2 attempts at the #1 AK-47 Fire Serpent. One a 5%, one a 10%. It's Fire Serpent Day, let's get it. Our first trade up's gonna look a little something like this, with 1 item in from the Bravo and then a bunch of fillers, giving us a 5%. Our first contract, Warp Graphite. I feel like somebody loved this one. There's a lot of cool stickers on it. They've even matched the stickers to the skin, but that doesn't matter because we're about to sacrifice it to Gaben. 95%, we're gonna get big loss because one of these graphites, one of these ocean foams, it's not cheap. The only thing we would possibly want is AK-47 Fire Serpent. So let's count it down. 3, 2, 1, normal Fire Serpent. Oh, of course. I had a feeling. I really had a feeling. I'm like, I know we're going to hit the Bravo collection and I know it's going to be the wrong item. Let's move on. Someone's named this AWP Graphite. Can someone drop AWP? Nobody's going to be dropping any more AWPs after this gets eaten up by Gabe. Second contract, another 5%. Can't believe we hit the Golden Koi. It's literally $2,000 factory new AK-47 Fire Serpent or $90. Let's count this one down. 3, 2, 1, Gaben. Correct 5% this time. Pretty please. Oof. No surprise there. MP7 Bloodsport. 1 last non-StatTrak attempt left. And if any of you are thinking of being as insane as me and trying something like this, please remember the floats need to be quite specific. You can't just put in a bunch of factory news and hope for the best because you're going to get a minimal wear Fire Serpent. And there's a huge price difference between factory new and minimal wear. So attempt #3 at the normal factory new Fire Serpent. In living color. Not fantastic. Time to move on to our StatTrak attempts. We got 2 of these to do. This is the first one. StatTrak P2000 Ocean Foam. We need you to hit, and if you hit, we need to see AK-47 Fire Serpent. Over $4,000 skin. Let's count it down. 3, 2, 1. 1 in 20. Let's go. Desert Eagle print stream. I wasn't expecting that one. That is actually not the worst outcome that we could have had. Final StatTrak attempt. We've actually put in cold-blooded in here, which boosts our odds tiny bit above a 5%. We instead get a 5.26%. That 0.26% is going to come in clutch. Final 5%. Factory new StatTrak Fire Serpent before we move on to some #1 float attempts. Try and beat Anomaly's freshly crafted Fire Serpent. $4,000 AK. 3, 2, 1. Fire Serpent. That is bad. The ocean foam we're going to be using for our first 5% to try and beat Anomalys. And then we need a bunch of skins with quad zeros. Final item goes in. Definitely not the cheap contract. A lot of quad zeros in one item that we genuinely want to hit. Everything else is not going to be number one, I don't think. And it's just going to be a big loss considering all of the fillers are probably about $50 each. And this, a lot more than that. Count it down for our first attempt. Number one Fire Serpent in the entire world. 3, 2, 1. Fire Serpent! M4A1S Cyrex. Definitely not great. Let's have a little look at that Cyrex. I'm imagining it's a top 10. Yeah, there we go. Rank number 8. Which leaves us with one final shot at trying to beat Anomalys Fire Serpent. This time, it's a 10%. 2 ocean foams in. Very, very low flow ocean foams. As you can see, quad zeros. I think somebody at some stage loved this skin. They matched the stickers with the skin. That's when you know that someone's loved it. And not just that skin as well. This one looks pretty cool too. We could get some quite interesting outcomes from this, but there's only one that we really care about, and that is the Fire Serp. The best odds that we've had yet, all video at it. Anomaly, I'm sorry in advance if this hits. 3, 2, 1. AK-47 Fire Serpent, number one float in the entire world. Oh, I had high hopes. I really did. We already made the number one StatTrak player 2 recently. I don't think that this is going to be the number one. We'll have a quick check. I'm guessing it's like a 3. Oh, it's a 4. I was close. You asked for it and you got it. 2 big, expensive attempts at beating Anomalys Fire Serpent. Failed it. I always love reading your comments and checking out your video suggestion ideas, so leave them down below. If you want to see me try and beat another specific skin that somebody owns, if it gets enough likes, I just might do it. We couldn't deliver today, but tomorrow is another day. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, make sure to slap that like button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy. Peace.